So with that, we're going to have Ram join us. Let's give him a round of applause. Go ahead and jump up here.
I got this.
You got it?
Thank you.
Okay, good.
Thank you.
Jump in.
All right, are we ready? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Thank you for giving this opportunity for me to share what we are working on and to see if this resonates. Okay, that's what I'm here for. So the topic is powering economic access and resilience. Next. So just a little bit about us. I'm Ram Dutt, co-founder and CEO of Mela. I've been in tech business for the last 13 years now. And we have really worked our expertise and experience is all about go-to-market automation through technology. So we build a lot of technologies specifically focused on an industry for go-to-market. Next slide. I want to spend more time here. So before I proceed, I want to ask a quick question. Do you ask your friends and family for referrals for local businesses? It can be a service provider, or babysitter, roof cleaners, and things like that. Answer is yes. Okay. The second question is, do you believe in buying locals? Is that really something that creates a heartfelt desire for them? Third question is, how many of you have taken the effort to find a local business to shop with when you have options? Okay. So the whole question about the reason for my questions is, we know that this is a good thing, but are we able to do it or not? And there is that is the gap we are trying to solve. So let's talk about what inspired us. We have been working with SMBs, SBA, Department of Commerce for the last decade. And a lot of things we have discovered. First thing is, even today, after 20 years of digital transformation, 20% of SMBs do not have web presence. And you and I, as consumers, 96+% buy things online, versus 80% of the businesses in the US do not sell online. So there is a gap. And there are a lot of reasons for that. First, even if you have a web presence, the SEO, driving traffic to your site and doing content marketing, all these things are extremely not only expensive, but also you need capacity, understanding to it. So go-to-market readiness means you need to have capacity, you need to have resources, human and financial, in order to compete with large organizations like the Walmarts or the Targets or any large organization. Third thing is collective strength. So alone versus collective. So that is the challenge that we are trying to figure out, is how can we all come together so that we can really compete with the larger brands. So this is what inspired us, the reasons, core reasons what we are trying to solve. Next slide. So here is what we came up with. We call it Mainstreet Digital Platform. How do you transform your Mainstreet so that you can see that Mainstreet online? And that is the solution. That is the core problem. We all love to go around, but Mainstreet doesn't mean that just on the retail storefronts, but all the businesses that are off the Main Street. For example, in my city, we have technically 4,000 businesses registered in the city. I know that many of them are consultants, they may not be looking for local customers, but 1,000 of them are looking for local customers. Now you will say that, hey, I can go to Google and Bing, but if they don't have a good digital presence, they will be found in page even 3, which is like not having a digital presence, right? Then again, doing campaigns, because we are now so used to convenience and access at the fingertips. If we have to start going forward, then we lose customers. Our attention spans are very short. So these are the problems we are solving. This is the value we are bringing. Next slide. And I'm going to go through quickly because the time is running out as to what solution we are providing and then I'll be open to a lot of questions. Okay? So what we have done is created 4 unique digital assets. One is the marketplace, a front end. Second is the merchant management system to run the marketplace. So our focus is any organization that adopts Mainstreet Digital, they should not need a technology person. The adoption is pure, it's a marketing tool. It's plug and play, basic fundamental understanding of web usage is what we are looking for. Because if we have to add resources again to run the place, then we can't. Third thing is vendor management. So each business gets their own account and manage that. And of course, end user, you and I. We want the convenience, access, information, and the whole convenience part. So these are the 4 modules which are interconnected. Next slide. So this is the marketplace, front end, just like we are used to the Amazons and Etsy's and things like that. This is the merchant management system, which is the focus area is workflow automations. So you don't have to go through any process and a manual process. So everything is automated. Onboarding a merchant into the merchant management system, communicating back and forth, and publishing them is a click of a button. So there is nothing beyond that one. So this is the infrastructure for the merchant management system. Next slide. This is the process flow for the end consumer. So we have a web app, we have a mobile app. Now you land in the marketplace, you can engage with the businesses. All the information is shared through the merchant management system. I misspelled it. But that's how it works. Next slide. Comparative solutions. What are we competing against? Catalog listing, business listing websites, printed catalogs, coupon mailers. What we are giving value is modern and scalable, integrated marketing capacity is built in, and it's a revenue generator. What we are claiming is, if you use our platform, it's not a cost center, it's a profit center. Next slide. What we're looking for is, as a business owner, how does it resonate with you? First of all, will you participate in a shop local if you come across? As a community member, do you think this tool will create the right value system? And any recommendations and suggestions? Next slide.
Nice.
Thank you.
Hey.
Yes, please.
Great presentation, by the way.
Thank you.
And I remember now your presentation, and I'm so excited about this. I will be your #1 consumer because I always want to shop locally. But the first thing I think about you addressing that question is, like, I do a lot of business in West Seattle. The West Seattle Chamber, they have an app now. But the thing is you have to be registered with the chamber to be listed. Do you have to be registered, or will you list everyone?
So that's a great question. I missed a couple of things. Who is it for? Who is this application for? Our focus is chambers of commerce, because in the last 25 years, the trend of chamber membership have declined because they are not doing the things that they are supposed to be doing. It's not the luncheons, it's the value for the business members to get more customers as a collective, right? So there are a lot of disparate things. There is an app, but imagine that there are 10 chambers in the state, and you want to be a consumer to the 10 chambers, you have to have 10 apps. In our application, one app connects you to 10 chambers. So there are different things you have to start thinking about. It's a platform play, not a one-on-one solution play. And that is the value that we're bringing, is in the long term, scalability, discoverability, and consumption is all easy to use. Does it make sense? Okay. And then you talked about, do you have to be a member? The way we have set it up is it's a curated businesses, so people can apply. And one of the things that for chambers I suggest is you create a special membership called web membership to get them so that they eventually become full members. It's a new revenue adder.
I'm curious about the like user experience for the businesses themselves. You showed an image of the back-end platform that they'll be using.
Sure.
I'm curious about like maintenance and like how much engagement the business kind of would need to have with the app once their profile's set up to be able to sort of use the tools and features, drive the traffic that they're looking for.
Absolutely. So, great question. Thank you for asking that question, because once the profile is set up, which will take probably half an hour, not much, the maintenance is, what we have done is, it's great to discover a marketplace and a business and their information, but how can you do some business with it? So what we have done is built the technology so that a business can create coupons and vouchers, offers. So that is the maintenance that they'll have to do, because you have a coupon or a voucher that expires, then you refresh it. So it's not like a daily thing. It's usually campaign related stuff that you will do. So I'm going to say, and then a lot of information is, a coupon is downloaded by a customer, so you get a notification, so you know who the person is. Now you can start to engage on a continuous basis, rather than, hey, my profile is up there. You have to come, work hard to come to me, rather than I need to reach out to you as a business owner. Make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Any other questions?
Yeah, you mentioned like businesses and like their SEO, their presence on a platform like Google. I'm curious if and when this marketplace kind of fills up, how do people make sure they get seen as businesses?
I'm sure that you know what is SEO typically means. Traffic, forward links, backward links, content updates, what is fresh in the content. Those are the things that Google algorithms are looking for. When a marketplace with hundreds of businesses are listed, imagine the amount of activity that is happening as a collective, right? So there's a lot more content which gets refreshed because of the vouchers and the coupons are getting refreshed. There's lot many pages, many backward and forward links, because things are being shared on social media or email campaigns and things like that. So SEO is awesome. So we did a project with the city of Kirkland in 2020, during the middle of the pandemic. In October, we launched this one. We had about 500 businesses listed in that marketplace. 60+% of the businesses said this is their best web presence ever. So it does work. Yes, please.
I apologize, I missed everything. I super know that, so maybe this was already answered, but. What chambers of commerce beyond the Kirkland Chamber have you worked with? I'm just kind of curious who you're partnering with.
So we only work with Kirkland, actually City of Kirkland, not Chamber, because they wanted to create economic resilience and access program. We haven't worked with anybody else yet, because for the first 2 years, we just were so packed with work with the City of Kirkland and the feedback and the updates and things like that. What we realized is that was a one instance product. That means no other businesses and things like that. The network effect is not there. So we had to rejig the whole thing. So we have worked in the last year and a half to put these things together. So we are working with 3 different organizations right now, and we'll be pretty much launching soon. So there are 3 markets we are going after. One is, of course, chambers of commerce. Second is a community organization like Million Cups type of thing, where a lot of businesses are there as part of it, but they want to be discovered in a collective way. So any ecosystem so I'm a Rotary member, and I'm trying to work with the Rotary district, because 1/3 of the district members are business owners. And as a community of Rotary, we want to support each other. And this is the discoverability, easy to implement, right? The other organization that we are working is a niche community organizations, specific focus with like media company. So not the big ones, but the very niche. We are working with the Indian population in Bay Area, and there is a magazine or a media company. They, the traditional means have gone away. They used to publish magazines. Now it's all web-based, digital technology, right? But their revenues have dropped, as with majority of the media companies. But they have access to a lot of readership, and they can bring all these businesses in a continuous way, which is not a one-time advertising on sponsorship, but this is a sustainable, ongoing engagement.
I have a question for you
Sure.
on as far as centers of influence or referral partner or somebody that's kind of associated with all those clients that would be your ideal client. Is there anybody in particular that you would look for a connection to or that might have an association to build that relationship, help you build a relationship?
Yes, thank you, Dan, for asking that question. One of the things that we believe is community and partnership, because that's exactly what we're trying to solve here is how do you bring the community together, create that partnership. So we believe in the same thing. We want to build partnerships with unique organizations, specifically the organizations who work and currently support our target audience, like the chambers or the media companies or those organizations, because they can really enhance value and create additional opportunities for them. So like I said, we basically see is a profit center which will generate 4 to 5x revenue of the cost that they have to pay. So that is exactly what we're trying to do. So right now we are partnering with digital media agencies who work with chambers of commerce as a normal mechanism. So this adds value to the digital media agency because now you have a new asset, new energy, new mechanisms. So does that answer the question?
Yeah. Go ahead.
So you mentioned how essentially through SEO, that's how people are able to find the marketplace that you create. Are there other ways? Because I think with marketplaces, as a customer, like you said, like we want to support it, but there's a lot that sometimes when you're shopping, like you just go to the big one, right? And you forget that there's like this marketplace for women-owned products or and then you forget about these things. So I'm curious, how are you reminding people that you exist, I guess?
See, it's a process. We need to go through it, right? Chambers of Commerce, for example, are a trusted organization in our community. So if they promote it, then over time you will recognize it. It's a change of habit at the end of the day, right? If you are getting exposure to saying that, hey, I can discover 300, 400 businesses in one location here, rather than having for me to go to, website from website to website, it'll be easier, just like we would do Amazon. What do you want? Let's go to Amazon type of thing. So that is the same sentiment we want to create with this platform so that community can come together.
Nice. And we always ask this question at the end, what can the 1 Million Cups community do for you? So is there anything specific we can help you with?
Like I talked, there are 3 things. One is give me feedback. Does this model work? Does this model have what is missing or what works and what doesn't work? And of course, any referrals, of course I will take them. So those are the basic things.
Okay. Cool. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.